Money role models. Okay, so when you were little, you saw people around you that were either wealthy or they were quite poor or they had a good relationship with money or a bad relationship with money. And just for a moment, I want you to tap in and remember, as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult, who were your money role models? Did you have someone to look up to that had a really healthy relationship with money? Did you have people to look up to in your life that made smart decisions about their money, that had made their money work for them instead of just working for money? Or did you have money role models that told you you have to work hard to make money? That if you don't make too much money, you'll be rich and greedy and evil? Did you have people telling you that wealth is for men, that women aren't smart enough to deal with money? Who were your money role models? Just have a think for a moment. Who did you learn about money from? Who's your money role model? For me, my parents are incredible role models. They've saved really hard all over their life and made some really, really smart financial choices. But looking back as a child, I legitimately thought we were poor, and we weren't. So I learned a lot about my money, a lot about what makes a wealthy person and what makes a poor person from the entertainment that I took part in. So the TV shows that I watched as a child and the movies that I saw. Like, I'm a young, impressionable kid, right? And I know that all the messages in that medium is meant to be about be a good person. That's the underlying message they want to teach us. But subconsciously, through watching Mean Girls, I picked up that you never want to be wealthy and snobby and bitchy and popular like Regina George, because she's a bitch. And I learned that watching Lizzie McGuire, Lizzie's family was just super average and they were the good guys. And the other girl, Kate, she was rich and snobby and stuck up. I also learned watching so many movies that the Nicolas Cage one comes to mind, where he has an alternate lifestyle. I don't even know what it's called, but it's basically you can be wealthy and successful and miserable, or you can be poor and broke and have a family but be really happy, was this message. And I'm looking back thinking Regina George, Lizzie McGuire, and that Nicolas Cage and Tia Leone movie have had so much impact on my life. For the rest of my life, I live my life by those rules. Make lots of money and be this bitchy, snobby, power-hungry, career-focused woman, or be poor but have a family and be happy and be the good guys, right? Even one of my favorite film and book franchises, Harry Potter. Harry lives under a cupboard and is broke AF and struggles with a lot of shit in his life. He's the hero. We all root for an underdog. And yet the Malfoys, who, despite anything and all the racist undertones, they're quite wealthy. They're really, really well off. And they are put into this evil category. And I know that that is not the intention. The intention is to show us, be a good person, don't be an asshole. But at the end of the day, what we tie that moral ground to is money, wealth, and poverty equals good and bad in different ways. So for me, that's just super interesting. And I know my money role models would not see themselves as money role models. The Regina Georges, Lizzie McGuire, all the movies I watched, The Devil Wears Prada. This is a big one too. I always wanted to be a super successful woman, and actually magazine editor was something I wanted to do for a long time. That movie came out right at a super impressionable age for me, and suddenly that level of success and that level of boss babe badassery started to look like a negative thing. Like, you can have that, babe, but you cannot be happy with it. I'm here to tell you today that is absolute bullshit, okay? You don't have to subscribe to that particular story. You can create your own story, and you can decide that making money and being super successful and being a hustling badass babe is fun and it is easy, and you can still do as much stuff and be as involved parent and mother and woman and really feminine and flow. You can have that in your life as well as abundance and wealth. It's not this thing of you have to pick one or the other. So just take a moment, check in, hand on heart. Who is your money role model? And do you maybe need a new one? You know, you can't learn how to fly from a pilot who's never flown, right? If you want to learn about wealth, if you want to learn about creating a financial wall around your family, if you want to change the way that you think and feel and believe about money, you have to go and learn from someone who has done it. It's like, don't take health advice from your auntie who's super overweight and has struggled with her health her entire life. You don't take health advice from someone who's not healthy. And you don't take finance advice from someone who is broke as fuck. And you don't take mindset advice from someone who is super negative all the time. This is really common sense. And yet somehow, if you look back on your life, sometimes we realize we don't even have a money role model. Is there anyone now who you would trade places with? Really, you should be learning about money and finance from people that you would be willing to trade places with, okay? There are certain people that might be incredibly on point in the financial world, but as a person, I would not take advice from them because what their type of lifestyle they live is not something that I want to achieve, right? You have to learn from people who have already achieved what you want to achieve, who are already mentally at where you want to be, all right? So who is your money role model? Do you need a new money role model? And if so, what type of skills or where do they need to be or what type of values do they need to have to align with you as a person? Because really, if you want to learn about money and your value is so strong of family and loyalty and trust and quality time, and you're learning about money from someone who does not have that same value, it's never going to be the right mentor to help you. It's never going to be the right money role model. So just have a think about that. Who did you learn about money from? Who did you learn about whether money is good or evil or morally right or spiritually wrong? Where did you actually collect that message from? And then how do you want to rewrite that moving forward? It's actually a lot more fun than you think. And money can be sexy and fun and easy and just bring you so much joy and abundance and wealth, not only to your life, but to your families as well. Anyway, that's me. Don't forget to check out my 10-day Money Babe Challenge. It's a journaling challenge, and it is for babes who want to learn how to manifest more money fast. So manifesting money with speed. I'll leave you with that. Check out the link in my bio, Instagram TV, YouTube, Facebook. It will be somewhere, and have an amazing day.